Deliberative democracy is a kind of democracy, and today I am going to discuss about this deliberative democracy very briefly for the first semester major student. So it is an approach which puts people at the centers. So first of all, you must have to know about what is the meaning of deliberation. Deliberation means to participate in the discussion, participates in the debate, and after that you come to a particular conclusion. So it is an approach which puts people at the centers. That means those who are the supporters of deliberative democracy, they said that not only the representatives of the government or like parliamentary form of government where the few representatives frame the laws, instead of that stress should be given that most of the people or majority of the people should take part in the deliberation and discussion and debate relating to any important issue of the government, and then only decision can be taken. So this particular approach is more voice centered than vote centered. Voice centered means voice of the people. They are giving stress on voice of the people or more voice of the people. People should have to enjoy their right to freedom of speech properly, and it is not vote centered. That means in parliamentary form of government, what happened, we elected our representative by casting our votes, and after that our responsibility is over, or we do not get any opportunity to participate in real deliberation. But so far as deliberative democracy is concerned, they are said that people should have to participate in deliberation and discussion, and after that government can take the decision. So automatically in this theory, individual play a very significant role from local to global issue. Any issue from panchayat to global level, any issue from panchayat to municipalities, then state level, after that national level, and even in global issue also, government should have to give due respect to the voice of the people, or people should have to send their views to the government so that government can give due weightage to the people's to the public opinion. Then through public deliberation, the legitimate legislation is possible. Legitimate means what? Which one is legal, which one is reasonable, and legislation means law. So any law passed after proper deliberations between the people, that will be more legitimate. That means that will be much more lawful than a law passed by few representatives within the floor of parliament. So next one is those who are the supporter of deliberative democracy, they say that deliberative democracy is that type of democracy where public decisions are the product of fair and reasonable discussions and debate. So what is public decision? Public decision here means government decisions. And how government take the decision? They take the decisions on the basis of the result that was established after proper deliberations among the majority people. So automatically what will happen, that will be after the reasonable discussion and debate, the government decisions are taken, and that will be a fair decisions. Then in deliberation, if deliberation is needed, they are said that for deliberation is a precondition for the legitimacy of democratic political decision. If we are saying democracy is people's government, people are the source of all power, then if we are interested to take any democratic political decision, then deliberation is a must. It should be the precondition. Deliberation not among the representatives of the people only. Deliberations among the public, among various groups from lower level to upper level. So some of the features of deliberative democracy, first one is publicity. Those who are the supporters of deliberative democracy, they urge that publicity is very much necessary. When the deliberation took place in any important issues, and after that they came to an agreement or they came to a consensus decision, then that should be widely published by the government. So publicity is a condition for the success of deliberative democracy. Then next one is public scrutiny of the process within the democratic institution. Public scrutiny of the process within the democratic institution institution. There are a number of democratic institutions, those who are actively participating in the administrative setup of the country, and whether those democratic institutions are properly working or not, that should become under public surveillance. That means public scrutiny. Public should have to find out whether these institutions are properly working or not. Public scrutiny of the process within democratic institution. That means whatever the institutions are doing, they may be inspected, scrutiny and surveillance of public is very much necessary. Next one is consensus. Consensus means to come into an agreement. Okay, in deliberation and discussion, number of people are participated in that, and differences of opinion is very natural in deliberation and discussion. But for the success of deliberative discussion, it is very much necessary that after the discussion is over, after the debate is over, the group who are participated in the deliberation or discussion, they should have to come to a consensus. That means they should have to agree to a certain point. Reaching at the end of the discussion, there should not be any differences among them. Then communications and rules of argumentations. Then there should be certain rules and regulations for communications and argumentations. So those who are participated in the deliberation, in the discussions, in the debates, they must have to express their views properly, clearly, so that there should not be any, what I can say, the obstruction while they are giving their own opinion. So there should be an opportunity so that they can clearly express their views, and there should be some rules and regulations of communications. If the rules and regulations are properly followed, then debate and discussion will be much more scientific. There should not be any majority-minority system, or no one should impose his own views on others. That should be the precondition for the success of deliberation. Then maximum inclusion of citizens to generate most legitimate and reasonable outcome. If democracy always means people's government. So if you are interested to go for deliberation, go for discussion, go for debate, you try to involve as much people as possible so that majority's views are reflected in your opinion. And so maximum inclusion of citizens. So you try to include as many number of people as possible in the debate and discussion through various process of publicity, etc., to generate most legitimate and reasonable outcome. If number of peoples are more, if majority peoples are participated in the discussion, automatically whatever result they will obtain, that will be more acceptable for all. Then involve citizens from grassroots forums. So number of grassroots forums are there. From grassroots level to global level, you will try to involve everyone, because everyone have their own knowledge. Those who are working in the grassroots level, they are also possesses some local knowledge which may not be, which are very much necessary to come out to a conclusion. So various types of organization are there, like citizens forums are there, then juries are there, then focus groups, etc. are there. So through these various organizations, public and private organizations, the government will try to involve as much people as possible in the deliberation and discussion, and after that, by giving due importance to their opinion, government should have to take the decision, and which decision may be acceptable and more legitimate for the country.